I'm excited to bring you Heat 5 today of the charity series here at Diehard Duck Derby. This is a highly anticipated heat because these are the most funded and the highest sponsored ducks that we have in this charity series. Let's go ahead and meet our contenders. We have Ducky Hody, Breadwinner, Balthazar, Tom, Sir Duckworth of Bathington, and Naru Duck. Let's go ahead and turn it over to the Mallard of Ceremonies, who has Ducky Hody with him at the starting line. Beautiful weather for today's race with low to no wind and the sun high in the sky. Let's hope the obstacles do not do a great job of impeding our racers' ability to hit the finish line. We know each of them are chasing after that coveted first place qualifying finish. Sir Duckworth already with a slow start, bouncing off the rock down the starting straight, allowing Naru Duck to quickly close the gap. Now, for the convenience of everyone watching, I wanted to point out that there is now a floater position tracker at the top to help you keep tabs on how your favorite racer is progressing throughout today's race. Sir Duckworth's slow start continues to plague them as they drop into last. Balthazar and Breadwinner drifting into a calmer portion of the river near the cliff. Racers typically want to avoid being too close to the edge on either side as the current slows substantially in those areas. As Ducky Hody comes around the rock, it looks like they're also hitting some of that still water on the other side. We've got quite a few stalls out in the beginning of the race. They are not doing a great job of navigating the river currents today. Looks like Tom is going to make a push for first and take it. Now we've got Sir Duckworth and Naru Duck taking the slower, riskier route on the bottom of the screen. But with how much momentum so many of our racers have lost, they're still able to float past their competition and into the leading pack. Balthazar is dangerously close to the rocky cliff wall and is punished with a hidden cave, luring him into the unknown depths. Breadwinner, however, is able to steer back into the current at the top of the course and back into the race. With Ducky Hody's forward progress impeded and Balthazar exploring the Earth's underbelly, and now Naru Duck gravitating too close to the edge of the shore, we may have just shifted into a 3-duck race for qualifying. Hopefully a few of our more sluggish ducks are able to kick their flippers into high gear before it's too late. But wait! Ducky Hody starts moving again, following the wake of Breadwinner as Naru Duck jutsus their way from the rocky shoreline. Looks like Balthazar has also finished his exploration and re-enters the course, hopefully with a few hidden gems to make the time spent there worth it. All of our competitors currently heading to that gap. That gap represents the critical turning point of this race course. It's where the current picks up, and if you're able to hit this faster portion first, the others will be hard-pressed to keep up. Tom will want to watch out for that rock near the top. It's easy to get stuck up there. Now, Sir Duckworth, employing the tumble strategy utilized at the beginning of the course, puts them into first place. Did Tom make it around the rock? No, it looks like he may have gotten stuck. Sir Duckworth is just spreading a decent-sized gap between the two of them now. Breadwinner, Ducky Hody, and Balthazar all following Tom's example as they head towards the top rock at the gap. As Naru Duck is approaching the gap also, it looks like that critical mass of racers at the top have jostled all but free, but Balthazar, and is able to make it onto the back half of the course. Sir Duckworth already leagues ahead, though, with his first place. The backpack will have to hope for a miracle and cut through the current to trim the distance between them and first place. Really close race for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Ducky Hody hitting that wall on the right and starting to roll down it. That loss in momentum will allow Breadwinner to catch up as he's toppling mane over tail. Tom floating face down to keep a better eye on the upcoming portions of the course. Naru Duck must be a ninja with an affinity to stone because they beelined straight for the shore and got lodged tight amidst the rocks. Breadwinner jumping into third, and Ducky Hody overtakes Naru Duck as well, taking over the fourth place position, trying to make up for some of those earlier follies. Naru Duck still stuck in the rocks, and it doesn't even look like he's trying to break free. Balthazar still stuck in the rocks, back at the front half of the course. He hasn't been able to roll free like the others, and without anyone else coming to bounce him free, it may be all over for him. We are now into the finishing stretch of the race. Sir Duckworth has a pretty good lead at this point. Let's take a look to see how far back our second place competitor is and if he can catch up. Now it looks like Tom is most likely not going to be able to catch Sir Duckworth. That gap is just too big. I do have to say though, it's almost like Tom and Sir Duckworth were destined to battle it out today. These two teams were going head-to-head in the sponsorship, with Tom's team just barely edging out Sir Duckworth for the 4th place start time. Not looking like Breadwinner will be able to overtake Tom for that 2nd place finish, given the current pace of the two racers, and Sir Duckworth is going to go ahead and float right into the 1st place finish, cementing their place in the championship. Skipping ahead a little bit, we've got Tom coming in with a solid 2nd place finish. Starting to look like we'll only have 4 finishers on the race today. Now Ruduck taking 5th with a 66% finish distance, and Balthazar taking 6th with a 44% finish. Breadwinner also coming towards the finish line, with Ducky Hody floating just behind him. It looks like Breadwinner is going to go ahead and take our 3rd place time. Oh, looks like we're getting a report from Riptide. Naruduck has somehow floated free of that stone prison and has been able to continue down the course. Looks like we'll actually have 5 finishers today. And Ducky Hody is going to go ahead and collect their 4th place finish. Now let's go ahead and take just a quick look at Naruduck coming down the river. Even though Naruduck was pulling the ultimate ninja move by hiding from us for a while, he's going to pull it out as our 5th place finisher, and Balthazar takes the 6th and final place in today's race. Let's connect with our field reporter Grizzly, who has the winner with him on the sidelines. Wow, what a crazy heat. I'm pretty sure every racer was in dead last at some point during that race, other than Tom. I wasn't sure who was going to win it during that first half until they shot through the gap. Excited to see Sir Duckworth of Bathington join the finalists in our championship in the next couple of weeks. Be sure to subscribe to be notified when Heat 6 goes live later this week.